Hello, this is the Computer Programming Lab 4. So the goal of the lab was to create a program that causes, when you hit the button if you hit a button once, an LED lights up. If you hit it a second and a motor starts. If you hit it a second time, a second LED lights up and the motor stops. If you hit it a third time, a third LED starts and then the motor starts to pulse on and off. And then if you hit it a fourth time, the motor stops and another LED lights up. And then if you hit it a fifth time, the motor starts and another LED turns on. And then if you hit it again, it all stops. So unfortunately, the motor that I have doesn't work, and I wasn't able to use it for this lab, so I substituted another LED in. It basically will just blink when the motor is supposed to pulse. And here's the code that I have with all the variables at the top. And then I set my pin modes out. I use an array to set all my pin modes and to indicate all the LED pins for the 5 LEDs. And then for all of the stages, to isolate them, I used if statements, and then I used a void function to isolate all of them. And so basically it runs through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the sixth one it resets it all. And yeah, I'll have that posted as well. And then here's for the lab. So I press it once, the first button comes on, and so does the LED that's just standing for the motor. Press it again, the second one turns on, and the other LED turns off. I hit it again, the third LED turns on, and the light flashes. I hit it a fourth time, that LED turns on, and the LED that's standing for the motor turns off. I hit it a fifth time, the fifth LED turns on, and then the other LEDs that's supposed to be the motor turns on. And then once you hit it a sixth time, they all turn off and it resets. And that's about it for the lab.